Today we are going on the KTM train from Kuala Lumpur to Butterworth station, which is Penang. Travel days are awful.
Hi, we're Renata, Josh and Gaia, a Kiwi family who love to travel. We started this adventure in Singapore, then went to Bali, and now we're in Malaysia. We share our adventures on YouTube and we hope you enjoy watching them.
We've got 4 hours on the train today. We've gone for the Platinum service, which is the quickest train. So 4 hours and 9 minutes, I believe. Hopefully it'll be enjoyable, and then we can go and check into our hotel. We didn't realise that there was 2 stations in KL for the KTS train, so we've shown up to KL Central and we booked the different one. Thankfully they let us through. It was a bit of a palaver. They weren't sure they were going to let us through. Having Gaia helps because they just see you with a child and they take pity on you. Fun times. Train travel within Malaysia is actually pretty affordable. We are going from Kuala Lumpur all the way up to Penang, and it is only 78 ringgit per adult and 44 for Gaia as a child. It only came to, I think, about $73 in total New Zealand, so super affordable considering we're going about 350 kilometers or more. And also they've got Wi-Fi on board, the seats are really comfortable, and yeah, really good experience.
Like 4 hours or something, and Gaia has done amazingly. Everyone's probably getting so bored of us saying this, but she is the best little traveller. She has just done so well. She didn't nap, but she's all good, going strong.
Well done, Babaroo. The queue for the lift is ridiculous. They only have stairs here, so stairs or the lift, and a lot of people have come with a lot of luggage.
When you arrive in Penang by train, you can either get the ferry across or you can drive. The drive is a lot longer, but we're going to go for the option because we have loads of stuff and a toddler. Good morning from Georgetown in Penang. We are excited to explore a different part of Malaysia. We left Kuala Lumpur yesterday by train, but we are super excited to get into it today. Georgetown is important because they have over 500 years of trading history between the east and the west. The part of Georgetown that we're going to explore today was influenced by the British coming here in the 18th century, and because of the influence they had and all the historic buildings here, it got listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2008. There are over 12,000 historic buildings just in Georgetown alone. These are houses, churches, shops, and they're still in use today. So we're really excited to go and explore this really beautiful part of Penang. We do lots of planning. We plan where to eat, where to get coffee, where we're gonna go sightseeing, the best route to get there, public transport. One thing that we did not check today was the weather, and there is a thunderstorm brewing. The other thing that we probably should have thought about is that the footpaths are not really ideal for prams. There's lots of up and down, and steps. And so we've ended up walking on the road for quite a bit of it with Gaia in the pram because we should have put her in the backpack. But you live and you learn, and if anyone else is coming to Georgetown with a baby, put them in the carrier.
We're walking down Chulia Street into the centre of Georgetown, and there's a little plaque on the wall which has said that Chulia Street was one of the main streets laid out by Captain Francis Light, but now it's known as Backpacker Street. So I'm guessing this is where we would have stayed when we were in our early 20s, sans Gaia, and we have gone past quite a few backpackers, but there's also been quite a few that have been shut down, which obviously shows the impact of COVID and what it's done to the world and places like this. So really cool, but also a little bit sad.
The temple behind me was recognised with the UNESCO World Heritage Award in 2006 for recognising the tangible and intangible history here in Georgetown. And what Josh and I have just noticed that we're absolutely loving is there's this Chinese temple behind us, and literally across the street, about 50 metres from here, there's an Indian temple with lots of Hindu gods and artwork. And it's so beautiful to see those two like cultural temples right next together in such a close proximity.
We just went to the fire station here in Georgetown, which was established in 1909 and has been operating since then. And the firefighters there came out and they let us go in the fire truck, which was amazing for Gaia because she absolutely loves fire engines, especially when the sirens are on. And then we saw the pole and one of the guys was like, do you want to have a go? And I was like, well, of course, I can't say no, can I really? And I went up there, we walked up through the gym and the conference room and like where they sleep at night when they're waiting for calls to come in, and I got to the top and it was so high. I was honestly pretty scared and nervous to go down it. So I got the guy to show me how to do it and I went down, but my God, it was super scary. I thought I was gonna like fall to my death or just to my broken legs. But yeah, so cool, and they were so nice. And it started to rain and we were leaving and they were like, do you want an umbrella? You can stay, don't worry. And we were like, no, don't worry about it. But yeah, so cool, absolutely awesome. And yeah, really amazing experience for Gaia and for me.
All over Georgetown, they have these metal statues that are like part of the street art, I guess. They tell you interesting facts about the history of Georgetown. So the one behind me now is of somebody pulling a rickshaw, and it just tells people that rickshaws were the most popular form of transportation in early Georgetown. It's really cool to be able to walk around a city like this and have history just everywhere around you with little snippets of information that are easy to take on board, something for us to talk to Gaia about, and it's just like a really cool experience. We have just been for a coffee, what a surprise, and we're now walking back to our hotel because we have 2 whole weeks in Penang, so we are not going to rush and try and see everything in the first morning. We're going to go back to our hotel for a nice swim and just mosey back through the streets. It is beautiful here. Every street you go down is just filled with history, stunning architecture, cool little cafes, epic street art, which Josh is absolutely loving. There's a family on YouTube that we follow and they kind of inspired us with some of their videos to come to Penang, I guess, and we can totally see why they ended up staying in Penang for so long. I think they're living here now. It is just so cool. People also seem incredibly friendly. It's so walkable, which we love, and we're just really pleased that we decided to base ourselves here for 2 weeks to explore more of the city.
Was it good?
Lighting's awful. Good morning from Georgetown, Penang. We are so heritage influenced by the British.
Go, babe, you got this. Do I want to say that?
How are you coming down together? What's happening here?
I'm going to go down.
What's she going to do?
That's quite scary. Best way to do it. Yeah, try and find an area where there's less water.